James, would you like to start us off, please, with a couple of questions to Jürgen, then we'll go around the room.
Yeah, indeed. Sorry, I hope you can hear me and see me. Apologies for that.
So good, we can.
Jürgen, you took the blame for what happened last night. I'm just wondering whether today it feels like the sort of result that could get everyone going again and provide something of a spark.
Provide something as a spark means...
Like a lift and excitement.
To get you going again, to kind of refocus, if you like.
We will go again.
A spark ignites a fire. There you go. That's
okay. So, of course we'll go again. There's no doubt about that, but it was yesterday directly after the game, and I said what I thought, like most of the time actually. And I said it, when the things don't work out on the pitch as we want them to work out, then there's an issue. So, and in how I understand it, the issue is then the things I tell the boys, I didn't tell them clear enough. So that's how I understand it. So I have to change the way I tell the boys, and then we have to change the way we play.
The word confidence was mentioned quite a lot last night. I'm just wondering whether, obviously it comes with results and goals, but there are other things you can do to kind of restore that, because clearly they're a confident bunch of players.
Yeah, but confidence is nothing naturally given to normal people, at least. So you have to. Some things have to work out that you can build confidence. That's how it is, and it didn't work out at least in the final third for us in the last few games. So that's why we had to mention the word confidence. But it's nothing. It's not didn't disappear, and we cannot find it at all anymore. But you have to work. You have to work, and that's what we do. So there's no other chance, and it's all the things. Yeah, I don't have 5 million different words for the same issue, so that's why I only can use that one. Maybe there are other words which would describe it better, but the thing is, we didn't get the results now for a few weeks we wanted. Parts of the game were absolutely good enough, parts of the game were not. So we have to keep going with the things were good enough and have to improve the others. That's the way.
And if you permit me a final question, I'm just wondering, when you pick your team for Old Trafford, what's the most important factor? Is it the opposition, the competition, or perhaps the situation?
Opposition and competition.
I'm just wondering what's the most important factor in your selection.
Yeah, these two.
Manchester United, you pick a
we want
team. I don't know.
we want to win the game. It's clear. It's a cup game. So and the game will be decided that night, and we want to win this game. That's it, and that's how we will make the lineup.
Fantastic. Thank you, James. Good to see you. Ian Kennedy, BBC Merseyside, for one or two.
Hi, Jürgen.
Hi, Ian.
Hiya, just wondering, you've been the team to catch for such a long time now, and at the moment you're kind of doing a bit of the chasing yourselves. Does that, in a way, release a little bit of the pressure? That it's a different kind of pressure, I suppose, than you have when you're the one that everyone's trying to catch, and couldn't that help?
That would be a good way to do it, to be honest. Yes, that's right. In a situation when you don't like the situation, you have to change the right things, not everything, the right things, and that's what we try to do, of course. So that's how it is, and I like to say, and I like to see the way that there's in each bad situation there's a chance for something, and I see it that way. But honestly, I will not do that here now, and I will speak to my players. I spoke to them last night. I will speak to them today. So it's nothing for a press conference now. What I will say to them, but that we want to change the situation, you can imagine, and that's what we do now. So it's just nothing really to say about how we do it and so on. In the end, what we do is for the outside world not too important. For them, it's only important that we change it, and but we have to work on the details. That we say like this. In the end, we have to play football. We have to create. We have to defend. We have to score 100%. We know that, and that's what we try to do again on Sunday.
And just in a similar vein, that was an incredible home record that you had that's now gone. But now is that like a line in the sand? It's a reboot now, and again that burden, that pressure, because that's gone now.
Honestly, we didn't feel that pressure. It was just an opportunity in this specific case. Now, we never spoke about a number and stuff like this. Yes, it's an incredible number, 69, great, but gone now. We can start a new series, 100%.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, James from TalkSport for one.
Jurgen, do you sign up to the idea that form goes out of the window in a game like this, a straight knockout between yourselves and Manchester United?
Yeah, so it's a different competition. So again, yes, we want to go through, and for that we have to play really well, because United is obviously in a good moment, get all the results they wanted so far, and that's why we have to be ready 100%.
Thank you, James. Carl Markham for one of the final ones in the Open before we go to the first breakout.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, can I just clarify something you said last night? When you were asked about the transfer window and whether that could improve confidence, you said the decisions are not my decisions and I can't decide if we do something in the transfer window or not. Can you just clarify what you meant by that? Because I think maybe that has left something open to interpretation to some people.
In which way?
Well, it suggests, when you say these decisions are not my decisions, it's suggesting that somebody else is making the decisions about transfers.
Of course. So I can make. Of course, somebody else is making the decisions. It was always like this. If people are surprised about that, now I cannot change that. So it's just the situation we have is we discuss pretty much on a daily basis. That's our job actually, and then you think about could we improve something or not, and then I make recommendations and all these kind of things. But I cannot spend the money, so that's not how it is. So that's why I don't make these decisions.
Okay,
And
so
I never did.
No, so you say basically it's reliant on somebody telling you have the money to spend. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Is that news to you?
No, it's not. No, it's not. And you've spoken before about how much this current situation has affected the financials. But I think for you to say, as you said it last night, just sort of laid it sort of bare for people that you might want to do something, but you're not able to. Money.
Oh, I don't want to confuse anybody. I just said what I said, and hopefully we could clarify it now.